All right, guys, I just saw the Moana trailer, and I gotta say, it's not as bad as I expected it to be. I mean, when I was watching the opening part of it, as I was saying to myself, oh, this didn't look too terrible. It seems to be doing all right. And then The Rock shows up. And I think for me, that was the moment the trailer seemed to go a bit downhill. Because before that point, I actually thought that the actress that they had cast as Moana seemed to be doing a solid job at the scenery, some of the scenes of the ocean and this and that. It seemed to look all right. It didn't seem to be anything where they were missing. It wasn't anything where it looked as bad as like the recent Snow White trailer or something like that. It just seemed okay. I mean, a little unoriginal, but nothing out of the ordinary. But the second The Rock comes on screen, Dwayne Johnson himself, that's when I can immediately go, okay, well, it didn't help that they gave The Rock a horrible wig. I don't know what they were thinking with that one. I mean, he just looks ridiculous. I mean, it honestly looks like a bad SNL sketch. Now, apparently, the director noted that the hair had to, be functional for, the water sequences, and it had to hold 7 pounds of water. But gosh, you could have done a better job than that. I mean, that wig on The Rock looks awful. So that isn't on him. That's on them. They could have did a better job with that. But The Rock, he's starting to show his age here. I mean, he looked older, noticeably older. He's supposed to be Maui, this kind of powerful god, and yet he looked a little tired here, to be honest with you. I mean, The Rock is looking like he's just kind of going through the motions. It's the kind of the worst feeling when you're watching an actor look like he's going for a paycheck here, which is a shame because I think once upon a time, The Rock, during the period he was doing stuff like, The Mummy Returns and The Scorpion King, I think that Dwayne Johnson could have pulled off this character, right? Who could have nailed this? Who could have portrayed this kind of powerful god? But this Dwayne Johnson, the one I'm currently seeing, who's older, who's frankly not as funny as he used to be, maybe even slightly less charismatic than The Rock we all remember growing up as. I think he struggles to pull off the role a bit. I'd almost wish that they had at least considered casting a younger actor for this role. Because, I mean, again, The Rock's just starting to show his age here. It's just not really, really working for me. And again, it's like, obviously he voiced the character in the original, but the actress who played Moana in the original is obviously not playing her in the live action. That's a reason for that. And you would think that The Rock himself would not be coming back to do this, right? Why not just keep The Rock as like a guy that does the voices, but to kind of have him play this character, I just don't think it works. Now, again, from a box office standpoint, maybe it's the right call. Maybe this movie's going to make a ton of money. Maybe it's going to be a massive hit. But for where I'm sitting, that to me was like the biggest issue for this movie, and just even the fact that it seemed to put The Rock in some sort of maybe fat suit. I don't know what he's wearing. I mean, it looked weird, right? Because it's like The Rock, he obviously has this very aged looking face, but at the same time, his body looks all kind of unwrinkly. I guess that's the best way to describe it. I mean, it was a bit odd to me. But as I said, the other issue is like we've seen a lot of these Moana movies come out. It almost feels recently, right? We had Moana 2. Now they're already pushing this remake. And if this dude does well, I imagine just like Lilo and Stitch, they're going to push out another sequel for this as well. It doesn't matter if The Rock is, by that point, 70. They'll still keep pushing them out. So, who knows? Maybe they'll surprise me. As I said before, it wasn't Snow White level bad. From what I can see, I know that people feared that, but like I say, I have mixed opinions on it. Some of the stuff in it that I worked, some of the other stuff, well, particularly The Rock didn't. But again, from what they showed, I think that the actress who's playing Moana seems to be doing a great job. I thought that the scenery, I thought even some of the special effects, again, not the the greatest when it comes to originality, but even some of the special effects seemed somewhat decent. It wasn't, you didn't have any Snow White horror story going on here. I want to be wrong on this. Maybe I am, maybe I'm not. But anyways, guys, what do you think about this trailer? Did you like it? Do you hate it? Do you think that The Rock's gonna nail the role, or do you think, like I do, that he's a bit of a miscast here? Let me know in the comments. I want to get your take on it. Until then, I'm T-Rex and I'm out.